There are a lot of cliched news surrounding Ukraine that we oftentimes see in the media. Something like people are in dire straits, the ongoing war is eroding the economy, people are in for an imminent economic crisis or an onslaught of military attack, and too much negativity that leads me to believe that we are genuinely living in a dystopia. It is outrageous when the media change our perception of reality than reality itself. We totally have a false image of the country that, to my firm conviction, is on a par with affluent countries like affordable housing, decent education system, high quality nutrition, good climate, security. And it is hard for people, I would say it is unheard for people to fathom how fortunate they are, because they are constantly bombarded with disinformation and they can analyze situation judiciously. I want to talk about two types of informational sabotage targeting all countries, specifically Ukraine. So let's start with external informational sabotage. I'm going to give you an example. Fairly recently from Washington, we had an overheated rhetoric over Russia and Ukraine conflict that Russia is positioned to fully invade all of Ukraine. And Biden was vocal. He committed to giving necessary support. And as a result, this piece of news caused turbulence in the country and led to currency devaluation and capital outflows. And Zelensky tried to downplay it and said that everything is going to be good, but he faced a fierce backlash from the media. And he made some statement to stop other countries from hyping up the tension, and it was a well-timed decision. But you see, American tries to make a boogeyman of Putin, and along the same lines, Putin and Russia, benefits from instability in Ukraine, and altogether, such things can easily cause turmoil in the country. Let's talk about internal informational sabotage. Ukrainians are incessantly indoctrinated by the media that their country is a lost cause. They're gonna be miserable, and the outlook for their life is bleak. And since people are kind of black-pilled and think there is no way out of the problems, they can be easily cheated and galvanized into action for the benefit of political parties, and consequently, the mega rich and powerful can instigate their political measures within the country. It works like magic, and unfortunately, people buy into it, and that is why the country keeps lurching from crisis to crisis. It is undeniable that corruption in Ukraine is rife, and blatantly obvious that oligarchs are trampling on the rights of ordinary citizens and plundering resources. Such things happen in the US, in Europe, on a large scale, imperceptibly and democratically. So should we label a country as unfortunate and debilitate them all the time?